How do you see EWO working with the DSU officers? So both the exec officers and the non-exec officers that fall under the remit of EWO, and how would you use these officers to sort of increase participation and integration with Queen's?
We'll start with Jake, then go to Becky.
Okay, so in terms of working with the DSU officers, I think there needs to be kind of a greater encouragement of their roles within colleges, so that's kind of working with the DSU senior reps, I guess, to try and raise the awareness of those within colleges. In terms of with Queen's, I think in a way that's going to be particularly working with the officers who come from Queen's, and again working with DSU senior reps, DSU reps, in terms of working closely with them to work out what's going to work for kind of people from Queen's in terms of that.
I think if you take the full sabbatical officers, what I'm beginning to hear more and more about, which is really interesting, is the way the roles are divided up into such niche areas. I mean, at the end of the day, what you end up having is every single area of the student union covered within these 4 sabbaticals. So I'm just going to discuss them rather than the non-exec officers right now. In terms of using them with Queen's, again, another thing that's kind of unravelling over the last few days has really been how much everybody is determined to kind of spend maybe 1 office day a week to represent the fittest students over there. And I think the 4 SABs together act as a unit, which means that they can maybe alternate weeks and hours, and that's going to be the kind of key relationship builder to finding out basically all of each of them taking their own specific area, their own niche, and then discussing that with Queen's students specifically to find out what they need to take back, and then change can be driven from there.
Yeah, sorry. I do agree with what both Becky and Jake have said. It has become very apparent that with so many students at Queen's, obviously the SAB officers need to spend an adequate amount of time at Queen's as well, so as to be able to represent those students as well as those on the Durham campus as well. I think that to raise awareness of the DSU is absolutely essential in the colleges. So going by the DSU reps, and I think that trying to bind the 2 campuses as much as possible is also just absolutely essential. And we have to remember that we are all part of Durham University, and that Queen's shouldn't just be that campus far away. It should be a place that we all go to quite a lot. And I think that, it's definitely getting all the reps and officers to work towards that.
Excellent. I'm afraid we are out of time now, guys. I'm sure the candidates will answer questions if you ask them afterwards. Well done, candidates.